this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the day's support, resistance and pivot levels. It is Tuesday the 20th of July. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar and the hourly candlesticks. Positive start to the day. Going to need to see Bitcoin move through the pivot at 31,098 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 31,695. Going to need to see plenty of support from the broader market for Bitcoin to move back through to 31,500 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 31,928 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 33,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 32,526. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 32,667 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of sub 29,000 levels. Second major support level at 29,700 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a widening of the bullish histogram after yesterday's late bullish cross that came off the back of the recovery from heavier losses. So look out for a continued widening that will support further upside. On the MAs, however, it's a bearish signal with the 50 pulling further back from the 100 and the 200, signaling further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot at 31,098 and back through to 31,500 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Across Ethereum against US dollar, positive start. Going to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 1848 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1890. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Ethereum to break out from 1850 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 1918.65 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Ethereum target 2000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1961. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1776 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 1700 levels. Second major support level at 1734 and the 62% fib at 1725 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, got a widening of the bullish histogram after yesterday's late bullish cross coming off the back of the partial recovery yesterday and early move this morning. More significantly, however, the EMAs at 50 is continuing to pull back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot at 1848 and back through to 1850 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play. Across to Litecoin against US dollar, also positive start. Going to see Litecoin move back through the pivot at 115 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 119. Going to need to see plenty of support from the broader market for Litecoin to break out from 115 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 120.71 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Litecoin target 125 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 124. Failure to move back through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 110 into play. Barring another extended sell-off, Litecoin should avoid sub 100 levels. Second major support level at 106 should limit the downside. Similar trend on the indicators this morning, widening of the bullish histograms on the MACDs coming off the back of this morning's rally and yesterday's late partial recovery. On the EMAs, however, the 50 continues to pull back from the 100 and the 200, signaling further downside ahead. The key would be to move back through the pivot at 115 and back through to 118 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. And you're looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also positive start. Going to see Ripple's XRP move back through the pivot at 5666 to take a run at the first major resistance level 5794. Going to need to see plenty of support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.57 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expects that first major resistance level and resistance of 0.58 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Ripple's XRP target the second major resistance level at 6016 before any pullback. Failure to move back through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.5444 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 0.53s. Second major support level at 5316 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we have a bullish cross at the turn of the day coming off the back of this morning's early moves. So you need to keep an eye out there for a further widening. On the EMAs, however, that's still a bearish signal with a 50 pulling further back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move back through the pivot at 5666 and back through to 0.57 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that, and support levels will be in play.